is in the heaven with you. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you, they pay but now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel, make me feel different. I swear I don't feel, never feel different.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. That complete. Hits Tyler Scott with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
This is Greer. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running passing game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll set up a throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Going to give to Greer here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A carry for Greer. Fighting through. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. quickly here, and that's complete. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Fields steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
This is an offensive need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Greer, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Second down and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Greer, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 33 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap, Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10. Now Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Greer. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On second down now, it's Greer. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now a give, right side. Greer. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll keep it on the ground. Greer. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with 4th down now. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Lava's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Give to Pacheco off the option. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Pacheco once again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
To throw is Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 9 now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down. and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good enough for the first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd and 3. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
34. Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Fields. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Fields. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears first down.
And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bears. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Milton Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get the guard, John Runyon. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is...
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, breed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me. For family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. A real lifespan, looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. need no introduction. Ooh. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Ooh. Became what they said I couldn't. Ooh. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped I would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is out 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives them a new set of downs. The Jaguars at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
On first down, Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Lawrence will throw. Got a man. That's Ward. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for first. And they'll go again with Etienne. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Hey, I'm gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
11.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. To Gordon, out left. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, touchdown!
Tyler Scott, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Here's 2nd and 7.
11. Go. Let's go.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence changing the play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jaguars nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take it to the house. Hey.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this to Ward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
Hey, I'm gone. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Being chased out left.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here we go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Fields on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Bears 31, Jaguars 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers,
all about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The end result, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Chicago.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On third down, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Fields.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Go, take it to the house.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably going out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And Gordon's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. Touchdown! From a yard out.
And the Jaguars are able to claw one back.
Extra point splits the uprights. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Bears.
To throw is Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, Fields.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run the option on second down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
And the Bears first down.
Now Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
One play action. Fields.
Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for Jacksonville.
Again, it's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. Touchdown Jaguars. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he's going to have the hook up to Scott.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Cole Kmet, 30 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lawrence's throw here complete to Ward. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on
getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now it's Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Bears! Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On second down, Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's another Jaguars first down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, gotta have it, Lawrence.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football.
Here we go. We're good. It's there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They snap it to Fields. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Red on red. Think right.
On first down, Lawrence.
Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here's second and 10.
13 loop. Loop. Take right open. Open. Here we go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Now
I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you the then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy Drakes and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers. for the internet, and I'm not into that, and that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these